Automation is no longer an option in 2025. Businesses who aren't automating are falling behind the competitor by 35% in productivity. In today's video, we are going to understand what is n8n and why should you learn n8n. Then we'll see how to set up n8n. Then we'll develop an amazing use case. So let me show you the demo of use case that we are going to develop. So from here, you can see that we have a list of candidates who have applied for the job. And in this column of mail status, you can see out of the 4 candidates, 3 people have already got the acknowledgement. And the 4th person has applied for the mail but hasn't got the acknowledgement on mail. And since this is a demo, you can see that in the email, all the 4 candidates have the same email. It's kind of my email which I'm using for the demo purpose because I don't want to send email to someone else. Because sending email is a common thing. You just change the email ID and the email will go over there. So let's automate this thing using the n8n. Let's see the workflow, how it will work. So this is the interface which we will be seeing a lot in the future part of this video. But let's test the workflow. So the workflow is running. So we can see each and every node is getting executed one by one. And the mail has been sent and the sheet has been updated. So if you go to the sheet, now it's no longer pending, it has been turned into the done. And if you go over here and let's check the mail, and we can see that we have got the new mail. And the mail is regarding the new application that I have applied for the motion graphic designer, but not I, the person over here is applied for that. And we can see that dear Dhruv Bhojani, thanks for applying for the motion graphic design position at our company. We appreciate your interest, blah, blah, blah. So we can see that automation is work properly and it is also change the status over here. So this is a very small demo that we are developing in today's video, but you can create unimaginable complex task which is coming in your mind and you can automate your business or even your day-to-day workflow which you are doing repetitively and you can automate it. Okay, so let's dive deep. So today we are diving into n8n. That's n8n. It's an incredible powerful automation tool which helps you connect application, database, different AI service together with just a few clicks. But why should you care? Because automation is a superpower of digital age and n8n makes it accessible to everyone. Whether you are a technical wizard or a non-technical person who wants to automate it, you can use n8n in automated tasks. By the end of this video, you will understand what is n8n and you will get familiarized with the interface of n8n and how does each and every nodes work that we saw in the use case demo over there. So let's understand why you should learn n8n. Here are some compelling numbers to focus on. n8n currently support more than 400 different applications. It includes major services like Google, Microsoft, Slack, and then whatever applications that you are using in day-to-day life are there on the n8n. And if it is not there, it will be for sure there in the future because its community has grown a lot. Since the launch, n8n has seen the remarkable growth on GitHub. It went from few hundred stars to more than 72,500 plus star in the GitHub as of the date I am recording the video, making it one of the most fastest growing open source automation project. And now if you compare with the competitor, so in the blue line we can see it's the n8n and in the red line we can see it's Zapier. So the n8n searches worldwide has increased a lot and it is gaining a lot of popularity in the recent time. So in the past 12 months, it has got a lot more popularity than Zapier over there. And also the job listing for the workflow automation skill has been increasing 45% year on year. And it requires a person having skill in such kind of automation tool. Automation isn't just a trend. It's the future of how we'll work. Let me share you why n8n and tool like n8n are gaining popularity so much. For technical people, instead of creating custom solution from scratch, you can use workflow of n8n, reduce your repetitive tasks. This will free up your time and you can focus more on complex tasks. For non-technical people, they can learn n8n and understand how does the n8n work. This will help you to create your own custom workflow. Instead of relying on developer, giving so much of money and taking so much of time, you can create your own application within just few clicks. And for businesses, as per the McKinsey report, it estimates that 30% of tasks of 60% of occupation can be automated by reducing the time and the human error, working 24/7, scale operation without much scaling the staff, and connect existing system in your development. So n8n and tool like n8n aren't just a tool. So it will help you to automate your task and reduce your time and managing staff a lot. So now let's understand how can you set up n8n. So there are two options. First option is a cloud-based and second option is you can self-host. I'll share one of the video in the description. It's by the Nick Sarve. He has shown many different self-deployed methods which you can see and learn how you can do it. Today I'll show you what are the pros and cons of self-host and what are the pros and cons of cloud-based. So for the cloud-based, pros are It requires zero cost setup. Updates and maintenance happen automatically. There is a built-in redundancy and reliability. You will get a technical support from the n8n team. No need to worry about infrastructure. Cons of cloud-based. Monthly subscription fees. Your data is live in the server. Potential privacy concern for sensitive data. Limited customization option compared to self-host. So for the self-hosted option, pros are complete control over your data and infrastructure. No recurring subscription cost. Unlimited workflow and operations. Can be run in your local computer, or you can host it in some kind of a different platform. It could be AWS, Azure, GCP. Ability to customize your environment. Allocate resources according to your requirement. Cons are require some kind of a technical knowledge. So you are responsible for your updates, backups and security. Need a server or computer to run it continuously. Limited official support. So different options of self-hosting. It could be done through Render, Railway, Heroku, HostingGrid, Docker. So there are multiple options through which you can do the self-hosting. So as I said earlier, I'll be sharing a link in the description. There is an amazing video by Nick Sarve who is showing all the different options of self-hosting and the cloud format over there. And he's doing everything practically, so you can go and watch that video. So now let's create the use case that we talked in the earlier part of the video. So this is the official website of n8n. From here you can sign in. Then you will get a 14-day free trial without any card or credit card or debit card. So as you can see, I'm also currently in the free part. So 10 days are left for me. Okay, this is the interface that you'll see when you sign in. So you can create a workflows over here. So there is something called as template where people create their own workflows and post it over here. So the people like us, if we have certain kind of a requirement, we can search it and directly import the template and start working on it. So we can see there is a template for joining different dataset, for the AI agent chat, and so many different templates over here. So we have like a LinkedIn profile finder via form. So there are different templates which ever suits you. You can just go over here, import in your workflow and start working on it. So let's click on the create workflow, and this is the interface that you will see whenever you start in creating our first template. So what we need, so there is something called as trigger. So trigger is something which starts the workflow. So in our case, there is a trigger of Google Sheet. Whenever new entry or update in the entry happens, the trigger, it should trigger our workflow. So let's go into our workflow. Let's search for the Google Sheet over here. Let's write sheet, and we can see Google Sheet over here. And there are three different triggers over here. It is first of all is one on row edit, on row update, or on row edit or updated. So we want on row edited, updated. So we'll click on this. Okay. Now we need to have a first we need to connect our Google account with this n8n tool over here. Okay, so what we can do, we can come over here and click on create new credential, and you can just simply do sign in with Google and it will get connected. So I have already done it, so I won't do it again. Let me close it, and I have selected my Google account over here, which has the Google Sheet access. So this has been done. So every minute means it's kind of a polling time that it should check for every minute. It should check for the new added row or updated row in the sheet. So from here we can select the document. So I'll select the candidate tracker. From this sheet, I have only one sheet. This is called a sheet 1, and now it's done. So let's do the fetch test event. So if we perform this, now we can see that all the data that are there in the sheet, we can see it over here. Okay, currently all are done because in the demo part we ran this workflow and it has marked the done. So let's go and create one more entry. So this is the entry. So now let's do the fetch test event again, and we can see that I have got my newly added entry over here. Okay, so this node has been set up. So let's go and create the another node. So now let's add the summarizer part over here. So for this we'll use the OpenAI part over here. Okay, and there are multiple actions over here. So for our need, we'll use a messenger model. Okay, then from here we need to connect our OpenAI account over here. It's just a normal part. Let's create the OpenAI credentials now. Okay, so first go to this website OpenAI platform.openai.com and do the sign up. So after the sign up, you would only, if you have not paid any money over here, the minimum requirement is $5. So once you pay this thing, I think it should be enough for long amount of time and long amount of prompting and all. Okay, it would be worth money spent over here. So once you have done that, you will be seeing the dashboard button over here. So once click on the dashboard, then go to the API key over here, and then you can create your own new security key and you would get your API ID. So now once the credential has been set up, what we'll do, we need to first select the model. So for this case, we'll use the 4O model. Okay, and now we need to write a prompt over here. So prompt tells us that how we should structure our message. So let's paste the prompt. This prompt would be kind of use system prompt. Okay, so we'll click a system prompt over here. Let's make it big. So now we can see you are a helpful and professional HR assistant. When provided with candidate name, position they applied. So this is the kind of a system prompt we'll be writing over here. And now we need to have the male name, position applied, cover letter, experience and skill, which we got from the sheet over here. So what we can do, we can simply come over here and drag that particular part and put it over here. So we'll put everything. So now in the right hand side, you can see how it will look like. Okay, so this has been done. So now what we'll do, so let's keep it the same option. I'll show you what's the difference. Okay, let me run test. So now you can see that we have got the message for all the part over here, all the application that we have. Okay, but we need the message in the JSON format so that we can just drag and drop in the future part, just like we did in the OpenAI. So what we'll do, and we need a simplified format because there are so many different kind of a context that we don't need. So we'll keep simplify output over here and we'll click on the output content as JSON, and let's test it again. So now as we can see, if we click in the JSON part over here, so we can see we have got to whom we need to send the mail. In subject, we can see what kind of a subject line should be there. In the body, we can see what body message should be gone. So one thing to note over here is that we are getting all the 5 items. Okay, but we need only the last one over here. We don't need the first 4 because the mail has already been sent. So now what we'll do, we'll come over here. Okay, and between these 2 nodes, we'll add one more node of called as if part over here. So if this, then what? Okay, so for the mail status, okay, if it is equal to, let's drag and drop mail part over here. If it is equal to pending, then only we want. So now you can see if the P is small over here, P is big over here. So to handle such part, so what we'll click, we can click on add option, ignore case equal to true. So this will ignore the casing. Small p, capital P doesn't matter. Okay, and let's do the test step. So from here, now we can see that in the true branch, we are getting only 1 entry. In the false branch, we are getting 4 entry. So we'll be using what is there in the true branch. Okay, so now we'll pass the true entry over here. Okay, and let's click on the test step again. So now we are getting only 1 entry. Instead of getting the 5 entry, now we're getting 1 entry. So now we need to send the mail because we have got everything. So let's click on the plus part. Let's search for the Gmail. Okay, in the Gmail, you can see there are so many different kind of action. But for us, we need to send a mail. So we'll click on the send a message. Okay, we need to connect a Google account, same as we connected to the Google Sheet. Just connect with the Google account. Okay, so and over here we need to send a message. Operation is sent, and now to whom we need to send. So we'll just drag and drop 2 part. Then the subject will drag and drop from here, and the email message will come over here. Okay, and our email is in the text format. It's not in the HTML format. So in the email type, we'll click on the text part. Okay, and let's do the test step. And we can see the mail has been sent. So let's go to the mail. Let's refresh, and we can see the mail has come over here. And can you notice over here, this in the bottom part, we can see that the mail has been sent from the n8n. If you want, you can keep it. If you don't want, we can make an adjustment. So let's click on the add option, append n8n attribution, just off it, and let's send the mail again. Let's check the mail. Let's refresh it, and we can see we got the same mail, but there is no n8n part over here. Okay, so now we are able to send the mail, but in the sheet, if we see, it's still pending. Now we need to convert it into the done status over here. So we'll go over here and let's click on the another action. Let's click on the sheet, and this time we don't want trigger, we want action. So the action part, we need to update the row in the sheet. So let's click on it, and we have connected the same Google Sheet account. Then we need to update the row. So there are multiple actions over here. We need to update the row. From the document, we need to select the document, which document we need to update. So we'll select the candidate tracker, and from the sheet part, we'll select the same sheet that we have. So now it will fetch all the columns that it has. Now we need to select a column through which we need to match. So there is a ID, unique ID attached to each and every row over there. So we'll select the ID over here. Okay, and we need to select the ID through which we need to do the mapping. So we'll select come over here, and we'll select this ID. And now we don't need to change the full name. We don't need to change the mail, position applied, cover letter, experience, skill. We just need to change the mail status. So we'll mark it to the mail status, and let's bring the mail status as done over here. Okay, so we need to change it to done. So let's do the test step, and it has been done. So let's go and check over here, and we can see the mail status has been done. So we have created the whole workflow. Okay, now if you want to check from the start, what we can do, let's mark this as pending again. Pending, and now let's run the whole workflow, test workflow. So it is running the Google Sheet. It has got the one item, summarize has been done, mail has been sent, and the Google Sheet has been updated. So if you come over here and check the mail, we will get a mail with the proper messaging. Okay, if you go into the sheet part, that it has been done. It's so simple to create a workflow. Now this is currently in the beta testing phase. If you want to make it in the production ready, so you can click over here. So it will activate the workflow. So now whenever you make any kind of a new entry or update the entry in the Google Sheet, it will automatically trigger the workflow and everything will happen, which we did right now. So that's it. This is how simple it is to create a workflow in the n8n. So just like that, we created an amazing use case which HR people can use it if they want, or just for learning purpose, you can create this workflow. You can import this workflow from description, or you can create it from the scratch. I would say create from the scratch because it will help you to see how does each and every node work and get familiarized with the interface. So it doesn't matter that you are a technical person, non-technical person, you're a business owner, small business owner. By leveraging automation in your day-to-day life, you are reducing so much of your repetitive tasks. So a tool like n8n will be a partner. So imagine just with a few clicks, we have automated an amazing use case. So if you learn this thing, what you can do, just imagine that. And that's it from my side. If you like this video, please press the like button and comment what kind of a new use case you want me to develop. And subscribe to my channel because it motivates me a lot to make such kind of a video for you, and also help the YouTube algorithm to reach such video to the people who are learning such kind of a tool. So we'll meet in the next video. Till then, see ya.